London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat, 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Purdy. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Dragons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But you look at this defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Into space at the 45. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they try the right side here. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dayo Odeyingbo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 10-0 the score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Purdy off the play fake. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half. On first down, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Martin now looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Martin to throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion right is Addison. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Looking to throw. Martin. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but
they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful. They're going to be top 30 in the league. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Martin on first down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Finds Roberts left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again.
Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Back to throw. Martin. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Martin. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
$14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
He's on his way.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. It's Roberts.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
A big play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie things at 20 all. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now Purdy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Purdy on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
That's a defensive coordinator who's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and with it, they have taken the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Roberts. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Martin. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Roberts has it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Martin. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Martin. In trouble, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
103 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Looking to throw. Martin. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw. Martin toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Right back to him on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here about the 5-yard line. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
to play. They have taken the lead. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2, under 1:20 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
To throw is Martin. To throw on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun